Rational use of medicine. According to WHO, rational use of medicine means patients receive medication appropriate to their clinical need in dose that meet their own individual requirement for an adequate period of time and at lowest cost to them and their community. It involves administration of right drug, right dose, right duration, and right cost to the right patient. Irrationality in prescribing include unnecessary use of drugs like antibiotics in viral infection. There are some standard treatment guidelines to provide drug. When drug is not prescribed under these guidelines, it comes under irrationality in prescribing. In acute diarrhea, oral rehydration solution is given to keep body hydrated, and when ORS is not given to diarrhea patient for any reason comes under underuse of drug, and it is the part of irrationality in prescribing. Wrong drug is used for the treatment or sometimes wrong route of administration of drug or the drug with doubtful efficacy is used. These all comes under irrationality of prescribing. Some drugs are no longer in use like cisaperamide. When these banned drugs are prescribed, it's a part of irrationality of prescribing. Polypharmacy is a use of more than 3 to 4 drugs daily. Generally, each prescription on an average has 3 to 4 drugs. Some may have 10 to 12 drugs, of which may are combinations, and it may cause adverse consequences. Hazards of irrational use of drug. The important ones are therapeutic failure, inability to cure the disease, increased adverse drug reaction, emergence of microbial resistance, increase in the cost, and loss of faith in doctors. Rational prescribing is a stepwise process of analyzing the therapeutic setup based on patients and drug, and then taking appropriate decision to make diagnosis and select right drug. It does not end with handing over the prescription to the patient but extend to the subsequent monitoring and periodic evaluation and modification when needed. Adverse drug reaction. Any response which is noxious, unintended, which is occurred at a dose normally used in human for prophylaxis, diagnosis, or therapy of disease for modification of physiological functions. All drugs are capable of providing adverse drug effect. Whenever drug is given, a risk is taken. Magnitude of risk has to be considered along with the expected therapeutic effect. During the treatment of cancer, risk of bone marrow depression is justified. Adverse drug reactions are classified into predictable augmented reactions and unpredictable bizarre reactions. Predictable reactions include side effects, secondary effects, toxic effects. Unpredictable reactions include allergic reactions, idiosyncrasies. Predictable reactions are based on pharmacological properties of drug. They are more common, preventable, and reversible. Unpredictable reactions are based on peculiarities of the patient and not on the drug. These are less common and more serious. Some of these reactions are prevented by suitable tests. Allergic reactions are immunologically mediated reactions, producing particular symptoms not related to the pharmacodynamic profile of drug, occur in much smaller dose called hypersensitivity. Allergic reactions occur generally in small proportion of population exposed to the drug, not in other individual at any dose. There are 4 hypersensitivity reactions. Type 1 hypersensitivity reactions are called anaphylactic reactions, seen in penicillin. Type 2 hypersensitivity reactions are called cytolytic reactions. Phenytoin and carbamazepine are the examples of these reactions. Type 3 hypersensitivity reactions are called Arthur reactions or serum sickness reactions. Sulfonamide is an example of these reactions. Type 4 hypersensitivity reactions are called cell-mediated or delayed type of hypersensitivity reaction. Example, penicillin. Type 1 hypersensitivity reactions are rapidly occurring reactions, also called as immediate reactions. It includes itching, hay fever, anaphylactic shock. Mechanism of anaphylactic reaction or immediate reaction. When drug enter in the body for the first time, IgE antibodies form, and on second exposure, antigen antibody complex form attached to mast cell, release histamine, 5-HT transporter, prostaglandin, cause hypotension, bronchospasm, angioedema, and anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock is a medical emergency and treated by intramuscular injection of adrenaline 0.3 to 0.5 ml and with intravenous injection of hydrocortisone 100 to 200 mg and injection of phenyramine 45 mg. Along with this intravenous fluid is given. Type 2 hypersensitivity reaction, also called it as cytotoxic reactions. IgG and IgM antibodies react with cell-bound antigen and cause destruction of cell. Blood transfusion reaction and hemolytic anemia by quinine and quinidine are examples of type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. Mechanism of type 2 hypersensitivity reaction mediated by IgM and IgG antibodies. When the antibody react with cell-bound antigen-antibody complex form, there is activation element and destruction of cell. Type 3 hypersensitivity reaction, also called as Arthur or serum sickness reaction. IgG antibodies regulate type 3 hypersensitivity reactions. Examples of type 3 hypersensitivity reaction are serum sickness with penicillin and sulfonamide and acute intestinal nephritis with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. IgG antibodies form complex with antigen and form antigen-antibody complex. These complex deposit into tissue and then enzymes and cytokines cause inflammation. For hypersensitivity reactions are called delayed or cell-mediated reactions and mediated by sensitized T lymphocyte. Examples of type 4 hypersensitivity reactions are contact dermatitis due to anesthetic creams and antifungal agents. During type 4 hypersensitivity reaction, antigen presenting cell expose antigenic peptides and T lymphocyte recognize these antigenic peptides and release cytokinins and cause inflammatory response. Idiosyncrasy is a genetically determined abnormal reaction to a drug. Drug interact with some unique feature of the individual not found in every person and cause unexpected reaction. Chloramphenicol cause aplastic anemia in genetically different person and succinylcholine apnea due to sulfonamide. New drug development. Doctor need to have a complete idea how new drugs are developed and marketed. Drug development is a highly complex, tedious, costly, commercially risky process. For the synthesis of new drug, it requires at least 15 years. New drug development include two important studies, toxicity studies and clinical trials. Toxicity studies also called as a preclinical studies. During toxicity studies, drug tested on animals to explore pharmacological action, and animals generally used for experiment are mouse and rat, and then on large animals like dog and monkey. Acute toxicity studies is carried out in two animals. Small doses administered. During subacute toxicity studies, drug administered daily for a period of time used in human and maximum tolerated doses determined. During chronic toxicity studies, drug administered for 6 to 12 months and monitored. And during special toxicity studies, carcinogenic, teratogenic, and mutagenic effect is tested. Studies of the drug, company files investigation of new drug application to the authority for permission to the test of drug in human called clinical trials. For good clinical practice, certain guidelines are introduced by International Conference of Harmonization ICH, and in India ICMR provides guidelines and clinical trials are conducted in 4 phases. During phase 1 of clinical trial, main aim is to determine the safety and maximum tolerated dose, and it is carried out in 10 to 100 healthy individuals but not in case of anti-cancer drug. In phase 2 of clinical trial, aim is to determine the effectiveness and effective dose range of the drug, and it is carried out in 50 to 500 patients. Phase 3 of clinical trial is performed to determine efficacy of drug with large number of patients of either sex, and it is performed in randomized and double-blind manner. After this phase, permission for marketing of drug is given. Phase 4 of clinical trial is performed to get additional data about benefits and risk of drug in long term, and to estimate adverse drug reaction. During this phase, company must send post-marketing data to regulatory center for continuous use. Randomization is a process by which individuals for clinical trials are randomly assigned by chance mechanism, and this process is used in phase 2 and phase 3 of clinical trials. An investigator has no role to decide particular treatment for particular patient. Blinding is done to hide the identity of drug to the patient and investigator. There are two types of blinding. In single blind trial, only subject is unaware of drug, and in double blind trial, both subject and investigator unaware of drug. Standard design for clinical trial is randomized double-blind trial. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.